Hello again my dudes, welcome back to the channel. This is Kadima, and in this video I'm going to show you every single step you have to take to access the secret area in chapter 5 for Black Myth Wukong. Once you progress enough in the game, and by that I mean once you have killed the Keeper of Flaming Mountain, that is the key moment that you should then start following the steps on this video. You want to return to this shrine, which is right at the beginning of the chapter, and you want to talk with the Pale Axe Steward. This is the first boss you actually encounter in chapter 5. He is not optional, you have to defeat him so you can move on, and he will be the one involved in killing the cards that are tied to accessing the secret area in chapter 5. Make sure that, as I said, after killing the Keeper of Flaming Mountain, you go onto the shrine, you travel back here, and talk to him. Also, make sure that you exhaust his dialogue. To make sure that's the case, just talk to him enough times until he starts repeating the same nonsense. Once you have spoken to him, return to the shrine, just use your incense talisman, and travel back to the Flaming Mountains, Furnace, Emerald Hall. Once you arrive at the Emerald Hall, the place where you just killed the Keeper of Flaming Mountain, you want to follow the path that I'm taking. Keep in mind, this is the only path forward. It's a natural progress in the game. You have to go through here. You don't have to take any detours. So this is the place you were fighting the Keeper of Flaming Mountain. But now that you've spoken with the Pale Axe Steward, he will be assisting you in fighting the next card, which is just up ahead from this path. Just take a left here. As I said, this is the only way forward. There are no detours here. Make sure you kill the enemies along the way, as you get extra experience. You might have some mind cores dropping from the big guy up these stairs. And there's also a chest here to the left that you might consider collecting, because it's free stuff and everybody loves free stuff. As you see, as soon as you enter past this gate, the cart up above you will start throwing fire at you, but it also damages this guy. So don't feel there's a problem on killing him. If he takes damage, he takes damage. If you take damage, you can heal, so you'll be fine. So after defeating this guy, just go up these stairs. As I said, there is no other way forward. And if you have spoken to the Pale Axe Steward, as I advised right at the beginning of this video, after killing the Keeper of Flaming Mountain, he will now be right here waiting for you to help you kill this card in this area. As you can see, he's right behind me. Just kill this boss as per usual. It's not a hard boss, it's just a normal card. The cards are not that hard. The strategy I find that works the great is just to stay next to their wheels. They do cast fire from the side, but compared to how much fire comes from their front, their side is a lot safer. Once you have killed this boss, you know what to do. Just talk to him again. He will congratulate you for the fight and feel all happy about it. Keep in mind that if you have progressed already past this point, you will find him here waiting for you, despite the card not being here anymore. He's not going to be particularly happy, as he would have liked to participate in the fight, and he's just going to make a little bit of a joke, a little bit of banter with you, saying that you should have waited, you should have called on him, he would like to have used his axe and stuff like that. But if you have already made past this point, as I said, don't worry, you can always just come back here and talk to him to make him move to the next location. Once you've done that, just carry on your way. For the next step, you have to make it all the way up to the top of the mountain. And to do so, you just have to, from this location where you just spoke to him, take the time to absorb this wheel. Again, it's free will. Take the path that I'm going to take on the video. It's the only path forward, so there's no way you can get this wrong. Just go up these stairs. Kill this enemy just because he casts fire from the distance and it's just a nuisance. Get rid of him. And then just make your way up these stairs as per normal. You can kill these enemies if you want, for the purposes of saving some time on this video, which is already going to be quite long. I'm gonna just run past them. This one, however, there's a chance he drops nice stuff, so I'm gonna kill him. Unlucky me, he didn't drop me anything besides will, so let's carry on. Follow this path again, and just ahead you're going to find another shrine, which is the Ashen Pass 3. Keep this shrine in mind because you are going to have to return here just after you take another step. There's the shrine, the game signals you where it is. Just follow the sparkles trail and activate the shrine, as you'll need this shrine later on. Make sure you rest to recover your HP and the mana you have used during the fight with the cart. Once you've done that, follow this path, and here you're gonna find the rolling ball, the nightmare of many players. I have had to help quite a few people making past this ball, and I'm gonna make a separate guide precisely on how to just make it past this stage, as I have seen a lot of people for some reason struggle with this. Defeat this enemy just to avoid him messing around while you are trying to dodge this gigantic ball. As soon as the ball makes it past you, run forward and take a closer step next to this enemy. Best to kill him just to be safe, and stay here as this is a safe location. As soon as the ball goes again past you, run forward and take a right where the next enemy is located. Defeat the enemy so he doesn't annoy you while you wait for the ball to make it through you. Be careful how you roll, because you don't want to roll to where the ball is traveling. Wait for the ball to go forward, just so you are on the safe side. And once the ball is past you, you're gonna run forward and take a little left there to that safe location, as I'm about to show you, just beyond this rock. Wait here, the ball will make it past you again. Wait for it to return, and then move on and take another left to another safe spot, where that wheel is clearly telling you here is safe, so you want to stay here. Take the time to absorb the wheel while the ball is going back. Move forward, ignore this enemy completely, as the ball will destroy him for you. Take a right here where this chest is located and defeat this big enemy, as he can be quite problematic. He will follow you and he does a bit of damage, and he's got quite a lot of HP, so he's a bit tough to kill, and you might want to dispatch him as soon as you can. You can also get lucky, just like I did, and get the mask to drop as loot, as it's a rare drop. Open the chest, and now wait here for the ball to make its way past you. Once it does, run forward and take another left where this enemy is located, as it's again a safe location. And wait for the ball to make it past you once again. Once the ball is past you, start running again, and as you make it past this stage, take a little left here where this mushroom is, and wait here. The ball will destroy that enemy for you, no need to worry. This fire to my right is exactly where the passage for the secret area is, but because of the fire being there, you cannot access it right now. Once the ball is past you, make a quick run, and as soon as you can, take this left as the ball is about to come, and it will destroy that enemy for you. Wait for the ball to move forward, and then wait for it to return, just to be on the safe side. Do not rush, there is no need to rush this, just play it safe. As soon as the ball is past you, take a quick right where this enemy is and hide, as the ball will destroy the enemy again for you. Wait for the ball to make it past you, and then run for it and take a little left where the fox girl will be waiting for you. But first you might want to hide here just to avoid this enemy and wait for the ball to kill it. This is pretty much how you avoid the ball completely in a safe way. Now that you've reached this area, there is a cutscene involving this lady using the fan to put out all the fires, and it will lead you to the next shrine. This is the shrine that she will lead you to, just before the final boss for chapter 5. Do not enter, instead use the shrine and travel to Ashen Pass 3 as I said earlier. Once you arrive back here where it all started before the rolling ball, you want to take the same path you took, but this time the ball is not going to be around, so you are safe to do so, and it's going to be much quicker. Just carry on through the same path, no detours required as of right now, as there are no detours to take anyways. Just carry on along this path as you did before. You will reach the area again where you kill that NPC that was guarding the chest. This is the area that you should be looking out for, as you will be approaching the location that you need to take a turn to your right to enter the area that will lead you to the secret area for chapter 5. So as soon as you see that enemy and you have walked past the chest, just ignore him this time, carry on forward, and as soon as you reach this location where the big fire was previously, you will see the fire is now gone and you can take a right. Go down this path, and it is entirely up to you as these are optional bosses, but I'm going to show you that there are a couple of bosses here you might want to kill. There's also an upgrade for your gourd if you are yet to fully upgrade it, just by this tree where this enemy is. Get rid of the enemy and collect the upgrade. Right there, another vine to upgrade your gourd if needed. Now these rocks here in the middle are an optional boss, but he's surrounded by smaller enemies. Instead of just engaging straight away, I suggest that you take a bit of time to dispatch the small enemies first, so they don't become too annoying while you are fighting the boss. Just stay away from the rocks and the boss will not initiate combat straight away. These are some of the small enemies that I was talking about. There's one right here that you might want to dispatch before you engage with the boss. There's another one here to the right. And there's a big one here right in front of you. If you are on fire, remember to roll around as it will put out the fire. And finally, there's one more in this little corner here. By dispatching these, you will be giving yourself a much easier fight with the boss. Now just simply approach these rocks and the boss will assemble itself and you can now fight the Flint Vanguard. As I said, this is an optional boss, you do not have to fight him, but I'm going to do so anyway, so you can see how easily it is to kill this guy. He does use a lot of fire. If you want to use the fire mantle before you reach this area, it's entirely a good idea. As you can see, I am using the Weaver's Needle simply because I like that extra critical chance and critical damage. Heavy hits work as a treat. Now he's suffering from Thunderbane, so he takes a little bit more damage. Just stay aggressive. He does use a lot of fire, but besides that, he just rolls his arms around and he's not that hard to kill. Play it safe and heal regularly. No need to take unnecessary risks. And don't worry about using all your gourd, because when you finish killing this boss, you will collect his spirit, which will refill your gourd completely. Now that the boss is dead, it's time to get his spirit. This will refill your gourd and make traveling further from this point easier. I actually forgot to heal before absorbing the spirit, but it was too late to cry about that. Now, you don't have to kill these bosses, but I strongly suggest you do so, as they will follow you, and there is another boss just down from this path that you want to kill. To ensure this is the case, because you will need a special item to summon this boss, which is the flame ores, kill these little enemies on the way down, and they will all drop enough flame ores for you to summon the next boss. You need a total of 4 flame ores, so if you kill all these enemies, not only you will remove them from your path and ensure that they do not attack you while you are fighting the boss, but also you will make sure that you get the 4 flame ores you are going to need to summon the boss. Open this chest, as is free stuff, and free stuff is always welcome. Kill some more of these annoying fire casting enemies. I strongly suggest you kill all of them, because the boss is close by and they will attack you from afar and do you a lot of fire damage. Interact with this floor and you will summon the Mother of Flamlings, another optional boss that is on the way to the secret area. I strongly suggest you kill it. You can also get their spirit, which is nice to have, but also it's just another enemy and another source of experience and sparks. Once you summon her, she will attack you, cause enough damage, and she will then retreat back underground, and these little Flamlings will start casting fire at you. I strongly suggest that you dispatch all of them before engaging with the boss again, as these will cause a lot of problems if you don't kill them all. The boss itself, it's not hard to kill, but due to how much fire and how many enemies will be casting fire at you at the same time, it can be a bit of a challenge. However, just stay aggressive, make sure you kill all the small ones to keep yourself safe from dying to all that fire being thrown at you at the same time. Heal regularly, don't let yourself be cornered and leave healing to too late, because then if the fire hits you, it might be causing you to die unnecessarily. Again, make sure you kill all the little ones, as it's safer to do so. Heal again. Use Immobilize to stop the boss from moving around too much, and then punish her with the 4 focus heavy attacks. Nice chunk of damage with the spirit. And then you get another Samandi Fire Crystal. Absorb the spirit and you're good to go. Now, from fighting this boss at this location, you want to simply continue on the path that led you here. But this time, instead of coming to this area, just continue forward. Follow the path in the video. Once you see this little lava pit with a tree, you know you are close. I suggest killing this enemy, as he has a nice chance of dropping mind cores and he gives you nice experience, and he's also guarding this chest which contains good stuff. Easy kill. No, just open the chest and collect your reward. This one enemy, however, I am going to ignore, as I am in a bit of a hurry to finish this video and stop boring you with the sound of my voice. Continue down this path, and as you can see, there's a shrine just ahead that you definitely want to activate and rest, because you are going to need all your resources for the next boss fight, which is the final cart. The final cart will be only here it will be here regardless, but you will only able to enter the secret area if you have spoken to the NPC Pale Axe Steward as explained. So if you followed all the steps previously in the video, when you arrive here, I strongly suggest you kill these guys because they have the tendency to show in the boss fight for some reason. And as soon as you pass that little lava, a cutscene will start, and this is the final card you have to kill. It's not a hard fight, as you can see, and your pluck of many duplicates will do quite a lot of damage as well. If you constantly manage to knock him on his back and keep him stunned, this becomes an even easier fight. Make sure you heal regularly because his fire can be tricky and cause a tremendous amount of damage if you are not careful. After you dispatch the cards and celebrated your victory, all you have to do now is take a little left here, and just where the gate is, you will find the Pale Axe Steward dying. Talk to him, he will eventually die, but he will unlock the door for you that will allow you to enter Chapter 5 secret area. Just approach the door, open it, make it past the gate, down this path, and you will see a pillar in the center of the room that you need to approach to access the secret area for Chapter 5. And this is how it's done. Thank you all so much who have watched the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I hope I'll see you in the next guide. Take care. Cheerio!